Hi, my name is Nicole Walters, and I'm the author of Asha and the Ancestors. It's a picture book series that celebrates the Black family, Black culture, Black contribution, and Black spirituality, especially as it relates to ancestor veneration. I'm really excited to bring these picture books to you for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that in creating them, it's sort of ancestor veneration for me, personally. Let me explain. On June 3rd, 2020, my father, Robert Andrew Kennard, transitioned from this life to the next. Asha, Dad. The truth is, he had suffered for many, many years, and I was actually surprised that he lived as long as he did, except my dad was a fighter. I mean, I shouldn't have been surprised. Like, he was an actual boxer in his early life, and he took that fighting spirit into everything he did. While we're talking about fighting, I'd like to tell you a story. But first, check out this video. Did you not see that boxing beauty? That was Aaron, my oldest grandson. For Christmas, he wanted a boxing bag and some boxing gloves, so that's what we gave him. And you know, every time I see that video, I think of my father. Here's that story I wanted to share with you. Because of COVID restrictions, we couldn't have a large family gathering for my dad's service. Only a few of us could attend the funeral. And as my son prepared to travel, he explained to his sons, my grandsons, why. Of course, this invited conversations around life and death, dying, and all kinds of spiritual things. It was the opportunity to have what I believe are conversations we don't have often enough, easily enough. Conversations that talk about death and dying as a natural part of life and living. Following the funeral, my husband and I decided to visit our grandchildren. I knew that they would be the medicine to start healing my broken heart. The minute I got out of the car, Aaron came running up to me and just hugged me so tight. And the first thing he said was, "Lala." He calls me Lala. He said, "Lala, I'm so sorry Great Pawpaw died." And I responded that I was sorry too. And that my biggest regret was that he wouldn't get to know his great pawpaw well, because I had no doubt that they would have loved each other deeply. And do you know what that little joker said to me? He said, "Lala, I can still know about great pawpaw. You can tell me about him. I can know about great pawpaw through the stories you share." That was when Asha and the Ancestors was born. It was born out of my desire to keep the memory of my father alive in the hearts and in the awareness of his great-grandchildren. It was born of my desire to make conversations around death and dying easier. I believe it honors the living and the dead. Asha and the Ancestors is born of my desire to keep the memory of my father, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and my ancestors I'll never know alive. How do you honor your dead? How do you talk about death and dying with your family? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Nicole Walters, extending all kinds of peace and blessings to you. Ashe.